I'd like to call on Paul Smits from the JRC ISPRA Center. And Paul, I apologize, I mistook you for one of the Flemish colleagues earlier. The floor is yours.
So good afternoon, everyone. The advantage of talking a little bit later in the afternoon is that everyone talked about INSPIRE already, so my presentation will be very short. Geospatial technologies are becoming more and more important. In fact, geospatial technologies are used in almost every aspect of the daily life and the professional life of people when it comes to personal and collective decision making. And the importance of geospatial information for the ISA program has been illustrated by the fact that ISA has been dedicated in the last couple of years quite a substantial amount of resources to the aspects of geospatial technologies. The importance of geospatial technologies worldwide is illustrated by a report that was published by Deloitte a few years ago, where they estimated that the total value for the end users of the use of geospatial technologies amounts to about 500 billion US dollars by 2020. While the European share of that is about 200 billion euros by that same year. So the importance of geospatial information and technologies cannot be underestimated. It is therefore very important that the barriers to the free flow of this type of information are removed. Now, back in 2007, the Commission has adopted a European law for the establishment of a spatial data infrastructure. And the infrastructure is called Infrastructure for Spatial Information in the European Community. And the reason is that it makes a very nice acronym, INSPIRE. INSPIRE is an environmental directive. It supports environmental policies and policies or activities that are impacting the environment. But INSPIRE is de facto a very horizontal infrastructure. It's a multi-purpose infrastructure that can be used for other policy areas as well. INSPIRE defines INSPIRE is a legal act, but it defines an institutional framework, the technical standards, the fundamental data sets, and the data sets and services that are needed in order to make decisions on the environment. It's a distributed infrastructure, meaning that all the member states are responsible for the implementation of INSPIRE in their country, but by adopting common standards for the exchange of geospatial information and for the meaning of the data, the semantics, INSPIRE is connecting across borders, making it a European infrastructure. INSPIRE entered into force in 2007, but it is a very long-term program. So the full implementation of INSPIRE is expected until 2020 if all the member states are actually following the roadmap of INSPIRE. Since INSPIRE is a multi-purpose infrastructure, it has been used already in a few other areas, like, for instance, the Intelligent Transport Systems Directive, which makes reference to INSPIRE as a suggested way to exchange geospatial information. And also, INSPIRE is, for instance, mentioned in the directive for the broadband infrastructures. So the fact that INSPIRE is being picked up by others is also illustrated by the fact that INSPIRE has the potential to support activities in the digital single market. So INSPIRE is becoming actually Europe's lingua franca for anything geospatial. And in order to promote that, GRC has been leading an activity under the ISA program that is focusing on promoting and promoting the uptake of Inspire in other domains than the environment. And there are two actions that have been funded by the ISA program. One is called the EU Location Framework, and another one is called ARENA, which is providing an Inspire reference platform. The objective of the EULF is to really remove obstacles for the free flow of data in support of the digital single market, and it promotes the Inspire infrastructure in a number of policy areas such as e-government, transport, marine, and energy. The interesting aspect of this is that already in the previous ISA program, we were involving the private sector in this activity. And I would like to mention two examples of pilot projects that have been conducted under the umbrella of the EULF. One is related to the marine domain, and the second one is related to the transport domain. I mentioned these two examples because the first example is a good example of the better regulation aspect. Because in this pilot, what we do is we work with organizations in the member states to implement Inspire standards in their organizations so that the data that they expose can be used seamlessly in the cross-border context. This is important because there are many different national and international laws that need to be that have obligations in terms of reporting. By doing this once, by setting up the infrastructure once, the data can be served and used for different types of policies. The second example is in the transport area. And here we have worked with the commercial map providers, in particular here in TomTom, that need to exchange road information data with public authorities. I understand that we have a video here at the ISA booth that explains how the Inspire standards are actually being used for updating data that you are using in your navigation systems. So, to sum up, the investments in Inspire should be protected, and the activities of the ISA program are helping to do that. So please stay in touch with us. If you are interested in the follow-up activities on the ISA², then please contact any person of the ISA staff here, or myself, or my colleagues. Thank you.